Space Marine 2 has just launched a brand new event which you can acquire this piece of war gear. It's the brand new Mark 8 Errant helmet. It is a Firstborn helmet that you can now equip on your Primaris Marine. We previously had this as a version of the Raven Wing with a little antenna and the marking of the Raven Wing on its head, but now you can get it without those two and equip it on your other chapters that you want to play in Space Marine 2. But with the introduction of this event and this piece of war gear, there's been a lot of feedback from the community, a lot of concerns, a lot of difficulty and problems actually getting this helmet, which I want to talk about and explore in this video. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So let's start with the actual event itself, and you can see the image in the background now that sums it up. Basically, you have to achieve a victory with each of the 6 classes in the operations mode, so the PvE part of the game. Once you do that, you unlock the Mark 8 helmet. Now, the first big problem that people have been talking about and the feedback they've been giving the developers is that this event right now is a FOMO event. So this event starts on the 21st, so I'm making this on the 22nd, so it started the other day, and it's going to run all the way to March the 3rd. A lot of people, myself included by the way in this, are not happy about a FOMO event for a helmet. I don't know why the developers have gone down this road, why they've chosen to introduce it this way. It seems a bit weird. I thought that they would have just put this in and say, hey, if you play it 6 times as each one of the 6 classes, you unlock this. That way people can come back. Maybe someone's on holiday, maybe someone's working, maybe someone doesn't have access to their PC at this moment in time. So once that this was announced, a lot of people, rightly so, jumped onto the community Discord and put out their concerns about this. Now, the developers have now responded to this, and they've stated this in the background. They've said that the Mark 8 helmet will come back, but they don't know when for now, which again has caused more discussion about this. Like, why are they putting it out there if they're only just going to bring it back? Like, what's the big problem? Why can't they just leave it in the game? I have my suspicion that maybe this could be related to a Games Workshop type of deal. The problem is, what a lot of people don't understand is that Games Workshop has to okay everything in this game, from a helmet to a knee pad to a decal. Everything has to be approved by Games Workshop. I've seen a lot of discussion out there with people saying, look what the modders are doing. Why can the modders do this, but the developers can't do this? It's because the developers have to answer to Games Workshop, where the modders don't. That is a big thing, a part of their contract, a part of the license that they have for Space Marine 2. So personally, I think this may be down to a GW issue. It probably may not be. If it's not, then that opens up another door of questioning for the staff, like, or the people running the game. Like, what is the problem? Why can't we have this in game? I'd love just an answer about this. Like, is he different plans to add more Firstborn Armour in there, and they want to release it as a set? If so, then just state that, because I'm sure that would answer a lot of people's questions and get people even more hyped to get more armor in the game. Now, the other concerns with this helmet are linked to something called Pros, and Pros is a certain software that connects to Space Marine 2, but also connects to other programs like Twitch. And what you basically do, for example, say you watch someone over on Twitch and they do Twitch drops, it connects to your Pros account. You can unlock pieces of Space Marine armor that unlocks on Pros, that then unlocks onto Space Marine 2, because it's all connected together. Now, the developers have chosen to put this helmet via Pros, so you have to unlock it via that website, via your Pros account. A lot of people, again, are concerned, like, why have the developers done this? Why have they chosen to do this via Pros? Is it easy to implement via Pros? Like, why haven't they just added it into the game themselves so it all unlocks on their back end rather than this other website's back end? Because this takes us now into the next problem, with Pros actually not updating and recording your so-called achievement. Now, since this event went live the other day, a lot of people, myself included, have been experiencing issues with the achievement not being recorded. I, at this moment in time, managed to have now unlocked the helmet 100%, but it's took me going in and playing each of the classes at least 4 times for Pros to actually record that. Again, normally you just go in and play it once, but I've done it 4 separate times on every one of the classes now just to make sure it records it. There's some people that have done it more and it's still not recording it. Now, developers, again, are aware of this issue and they're working on a fix. But again, it's brought in more talk. Like, why is this on the pros account? Why can't it just be on the normal Space Marine game? This is one of the issues that goes along when you link stuff to websites like this. Sometimes it doesn't record it. Maybe there's a database error on their website and it's not linking up. So people are going in, playing the game, doing this achievement. They've gone through the mission 6 times with 6 different characters and it's recorded absolutely nothing. And people, of course, are getting very, very upset and they're getting very, very, I won't say angry and causing drama, but there's definitely, you know, there's definitely an issue where if you go in and play the game and it doesn't record it, you are going to be a little bit upset. You are going to be a little bit frustrated with nothing of that achievement being recorded, especially if you've done it on some of the harder game modes rather than some of the easier game modes, which people have been doing. So I definitely see their concerns, and fingers crossed that the developers get a fix up very, very soon, so all this issue is resolved. Hopefully this video doesn't come across as like a drama farmer or anything like that. That's not my intention. I'm seeing the problems, I'm covering the problems. Hopefully the developers have learned from this mistake and maybe they won't use pros in the future. Again, maybe they will use pros because pros is the best way to implement stuff like this. I have no idea how it works on their back end. Hopefully the developers will talk about this and say why they've used pros. I would love them to post a post like this just stating why pros was used in this instance, but other things haven't been in this instance. It'd be a really, really cool thing to see them talk about that. But going forward, next week, we should have another big community update newsletter on what is going to be coming over the course of the next couple of months, weeks, and stuff like that. So fingers crossed we have some big things announced on there. Maybe some more emojis, maybe more PvP maps, maybe another operation map, maybe the horde mode that we're all dying to see and waiting to see what they're going to go down with that. Again, there's been a bunch of data mined armors, Blood Angels, Imperial Fist armors in the game. There's been a bunch of data mined new PvP stuff, like you know, like a weapon skill game, and like a last man standing game and stuff like that. Like, there's so many bizarre things that have been data mined at the moment. Maybe some of it's false, maybe some of it's real, maybe the developers are putting it in there just to tease us and just get us talking in videos like this. Absolutely no idea, but hopefully we have a lot more big things happening with Space Marine 2 going forward. Anyway, I'm off. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I'm going to pretend that I'm Sigismund at the Siege of Terror in my Mark 8 helmet. Hang on, Sigismund didn't have Mark 8. Well, who can I be then? Who was a cool Imperial Fist that had Mark 8 armor? I'm Lysander, right? I'm Lysander, bringing the pain to all the Iron Warrior losers. See you in a bit. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great night wherever you're around the world. And bye-bye.